4, 3, 2. It's Didi in the morning. What up, team? What up, team?
Good morning. Good morning.
Got most of the squad in here with me. I was gonna say the whole squad's in here, but no, not necessarily.
You holding it down though. You doing your thing.
That's right.
Big chair.
Big Trey over there. Got the homie Ron Murray, our sports.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
ambassador.
Good morning. Yes, sir.
He's in the building, and you brought a very special guest, Coach Ray Gates.
Yes, that's right. With Texas high school football starting off, it's only right. Got to put some respect on his name. The Max Preps Coach of the Year, 6A D1 state champion, undefeated, brought North Crowley their highest state championship in their district. Head coach Ray Gates. Coach, welcome this morning.
Man, appreciate it. I don't know if I could top the welcome, man, but y'all on it this morning.
I couldn't have. I'm glad he took over because I just said your name. And I apologize about that.
It's all good. At least you said it right.
Yeah. I took my time.
Yeah.
Coach,
Ray brought the Barry White voice in on us today, didn't he?
Don't start. It's too early.
That's right. Is that the same voice you use on the field?
Man, our voice about to be gone, man. It's football season.
It's right.
It's about to be out. So right now, y'all got me at the right time.
Okay, for sure.
Right, because in a couple of weeks it's gonna be gone. Well, look, Ron, tell me what's going on. Let's talk about the season. Let's talk about what we got looking forward to. Listen, how do you top a season like that, Coach?
Well, right now for us, man, we put last year to bed. You know what I mean? Like I talk to the kids all the time. You know what fed us yesterday won't feed us today. So we got to stay hungry. We got to go out and show people that we can do it again. And it's about our daily process and how we attack each day. And so our kids right now stacking days on top of days. And when you can do that over a long period of time, then you get the payoff that you want.
How many seniors did you lose?
Oh, man, we had 49 seniors last year.
Ooh, Coach, real quick, what is the hardest part about trying to repeat?
Well, really the hardest part is, the attention that comes with it. You know, it takes a certain type of energy to build a program to get to the pinnacle. It's a whole different type of energy to stay there. You know what I'm saying? And so when you are on the prowl, if you will, and you're attacking every obstacle and every team every single week, we're going after the team that won it last year. We're going after the teams that, you know what I'm saying? And so now that we've done it and the teams that we had an opportunity to beat last year, as we say, in the streets, I want my lick back.
Yeah, you got a target on
that. They want their lick back, and we understand that. And so everything that we do in our process is to prepare our kids for those moments. And so I think we'll be ready when it's
like
all
a predator-prey mentality type deal. The predator becomes the prey now.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
but you gotta be bigger.
All right, and along with that, Coach, headed to your 4th season at North Crowley. Y'all had the big win against DeSoto last year to start the season. But at what moment during your tenure would you say that you knew that you could win a state championship at North Crowley?
Last year, it was year 3 for us. And a lot of those guys, a lot of those seniors that played for us had been with me since I had got to North Crowley, and they played a lot of football. And so over the course of 3 years, we're 42-2. And what that brings us,
what?
We're 42-2 over the course of 3 years.
You can't just rush over that.
My God.
We're 42
and 2. That's correct.
Do those 2 losses keep you up still, or?
Hey, listen, man. Like when you lose, I used to get really, really upset at losses. But the older I get, I realize that failure is not final, and it's just opportunities for us to learn and to grow.
A word.
And so, as we've grown from all the good and some of the bad, it's put us in position to be able to maximize our opportunity when it comes. And so it's all about that. And so just preparing, our guys for what they're going to go through has been the biggest thing that we've done in the off season, and I think you'll get a chance to see that when we step out on the field.
Right on. With this new upcoming season that y'all have, what is the thing that most excites you about this new upcoming season? Is it a player? Is it a team that y'all facing? Is it a certain game that you're looking forward to? What most excites you about this new season?
Man, you can check all the above. Check all them boxes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As a coach, you get really excited about a new football team because it brings a new excitement. And so our guys, I was talking to our coaching staff, and we all have a really good collection of talent across the board. And I had to tell them, like, when you're cooking with premium ingredients, your job is not to overshine the ingredients. It is to put the ingredients together in such a way that it tastes the best that it possibly can.
Okay, Coach.
And so that's what we're trying to figure out right now in our scrimmages in the early parts of the first 4 games of the season, because we're going to play, the who's list of Texas high school football teams.
Right.
How can we put these ingredients together and make it taste the best that it can collectively?
Come on, now you speaking my as a big boy. You speaking my language. You talking about ingredients.
He's not actually talking about food though.
Also, Coach, just along with that, reaching another pinnacle, the 817 Fort Worth. Y'all are North Crowley, but representing Funky Town. So how does it feel, just to bring a state championship to Fort Worth, especially when Dallas has had the run that it has in high school football?
So when people talk about, Texas high school football and they talk about the Metroplex, they talk about the DFW, most people really, when they talk about it, they talk only about the D. Right? They just talk about Dallas. And I was over in Dallas at Cedar Hill area, for 5 years of my career here in the Metroplex. And so when I had an opportunity to take the job, at North Crowley, my goal was to put, the FW in that conversation too. So when people start talking about the DFW, they couldn't overlook the teams that are in Fort Worth. And so that was a lot of the reason why we put the 817 on the helmets. It had to do with Fort Worth and everybody that represents 817. And you know how we are in our culture. Like if you give us something to ride with, we're going to ride with it. And, we are a very cliquish people, if you will. And so when you say 817, there's a lot of pride that goes with it in that community. And we have a lot of support. And so we've done a great job of creating that, product that people want to support. And so it's our job to make sure that we keep that going.
All right, and along with that, shout out to Funky Town. And with that, how do you go forward, when you lose guys like Quentin Gibson, who's at Colorado? We saw what he did during the season. Jonathan Cunningham, he's at Texas. This year you do have John Turntine, one of the top offensive linemen. So who are some of the guys we need to look out for, and how do you just reload as you get ready to repeat?
Well, I think the standard is a standard, and so the expectations that we place on ourselves, are higher than anybody else's expectations that they can put on us. And so when you hear a lot of the things that I talk about with the kids as far as distractions, those distractions or those expectations never outweigh what we have for ourselves. And so the product needs to stay the same no matter whose face is in the helmet and who's in the jersey. Right. So you lose a Q for 6, and then you come back and you have a guy like Demarion Mays who had a great scrimmage last night.
On ESPN. Y'all on ESPN.
The young fella is the truth. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be a problem for real. But it's not just him. That wide receiver group this year is a very deep group. And you can throw any one of those kids, Cade Smith, Spicy Demerson. You can throw Hayden Green. You can throw Lorenzo Cruz. You can throw Anthony Davis. It don't matter. Our coach, put them in. Just give them a chance. And allow them to let them be who they are. And so when you have headliners and you have guys that got talent, like I said, those ingredients, they're going to shine when you put them in the right place.
Yeah, so I feel like shout outs to all the talent and all the players, but it's the system.
Yeah, it has a lot to do with that. And so I'm going to tell you straight up, like, for me, what we do for our kids, I know there are coaches all over the state of Texas and the country that do a lot for their kids, but I feel like how we do and what we do for our kids is unparalleled. Our kids will run through a wall for us. It's not just about X's and O's. So when you come into our program, the first thing that we're going to talk about is the foundation of our program, Galatians 6:9. Do not become weary in doing good, for you will reap a harvest if you faint not.
A word.
Right. We're going to talk about the vision of our program. Everybody has to be a stakeholder. The vision is DPS, District Playoff State. Our kids understand where we're going. Like, we talk about our core values, discipline, accountability, selfless, mental toughness. We talk about our standard of behavior. Be above average. Right. Be above average in the classroom. Be above average in your behavior and how you carry yourself. And then we're going to talk about principles over feelings. As men, we don't operate by feelings. We operate by principles. If we operate by feelings, then I probably wouldn't be sitting here right now because of how I feel. But as a man, there are principles that we stand on. So it's much bigger than just football. Everybody gets to see what we do on the field, but what we're creating in our program.
I was just about to say, Coach, man, we want to go put some shoulder pads on. Man, we want to go put a shoulder pad and helmet on real quick.
I don't want you to pull a hamstring. We can't do it like we used to.
He might be a little too
senior. I
My 12-year-old is ready.
We're going to use you as the football.
Trey, I played ball. Come on now. Come on, show a little respect now. I'm just playing. But hey, man, Coach, thank you for coming in. Oh, can we, last question from me especially, NIL. How's it changed anything real quick?
Man, it's changed a lot. You know, NIL is a great opportunity for our kids to be able to maximize their name, image, and likeness, of course. But how you navigate it has changed, you know, tremendously, because you have a lot of people now attaching themselves to kids or trying to attach themselves to kids to take over.
And big paychecks.
Yeah,
right?
you know, like an NFL agent normally charges 3 to 6%. Like some of these kids right now are getting, you know, with the wrong people, and they're charging them up to 20%. You know, I know of situations where kids that have given everything to the game of football to get to be in the position that they're in and attach themselves to the wrong people, and they just literally want to just walk away from the game because, you know, they're in financial trouble. They've made some bad decisions. We have people that, you know, are taken from our kids. And so our job is to make sure that we guardrail that as much as we possibly can. We have some things that we're working on currently with teaching our kids financial security, teaching our kids, you know, some different avenues in which when they get the bag, they can put their money in long-term, you know, vehicles. That
The
when
adults
they
need that too.
Yeah, because to be honest, you know, what we naturally want to do when we get money, when we come from the right situations, and we want to take care of mama, we want to take care of dad.
Friends too.
You know what I'm saying? You can't take care of mama and take care of dad if you make $300,000 over 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Like our kids need to take that money and they need to put it in a place that when they graduate, if they don't make it to the league, they got options. They have choices. And we didn't have that when we came out. We got a piece of paper, and that paper gave us access to go get the money over the course of time. These kids don't have to rush into it now. And so if we're not smart, you know, with teaching our kids some of those things, then they're gonna have 4 years of making money, and they're gonna come out with nothing. Yeah, you know. And some of my kids right now, I was on social media. One of my kids, I ain't gonna say no name, Q for 6. But when I come to Colorado, I'm gonna be driving that AMG. I'm gonna be driving that AMG.
Let Coach get in. Move on.
Let him know.
Again, Coach, thanks for coming, man. I'm gonna sign my son up to your program. We're gonna move.
When y'all start the season, Coach?
Man, first game at home, August 28th, versus the Lancaster Tigers.
Weibo, okay.
Hey, shout out to Coach Paul. Coach Paul is a really good friend of mine. He does a great job with those kids. They're going to be ready to play. So we're going to have our hands full. But, you know, they're coming to our place. So we got to be ready to go.
We ready.
Come on.
We ready.
Come on.
We ready. We ready.
Take it out, Ron. Take it out.
Let's clap it up one more time. State champion, North Crowley High School head coach Ray Gates. Clap it up for Coach. It's DD in the morning.